Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show how to estimate the propensity score weighting using the Twang package in R. For this presentation, I create a folder named Unit Non-Response in my directory C, and inside this folder, I also create a subfolder named Demo Twang, in where you are going to find the dataset and the R script. This R code was based in the Twang software guide, and if you want to go deep and search for more information on the use of the package Twang, you can just follow this tutorial. As soon as you open the RStudio, you are going to find this R code. However, you are not going to see information here and in your environment. So don't worry about it. I have this information here because I already ran some analysis because it can take a little bit long and I didn't want to use that time in this video. So don't worry if you don't see these files in RStudio as soon as you open it. We are going to start from the beginning. The first step is to set our directory in where our data set is. So we will choose to set directory and click on Run. Then we are going to install some packages that are going to help us to import data sets from SPSS and to do some descriptive statistics. So we are going to click on Run 2, and we are also going to load this package by clicking and Run. Then we are going to read our data file and see the data file by clicking on Run, and you're going to find the data set that is exactly the same one as the one that we use for the logistic regression. This data set is including 8,717 observations. And also I include some data exploration in this R code in case you want to get a little bit closer to the data set. Now for the propensity score estimation, we are going to install the package Twang and download the package by clicking on Run. In our first step, we are going to estimate the ATE weights through the PS function. For educational purposes, I set the seat in 1 so we all can get the same results. I include my variable respondent that classifies the participants into respondents and non-respondents, and I also include the covariates age, gender, visits, and confidence. My data set is demo. The stop method include are the defaults for the package, and the stop method specifies a set of rules to assess the balance and equivalence between groups. My entries was set in 5,000 and is the maximum number of iterations that the GBM will run. I'm sorry. And the estimand is ATE. The ATE estimand will address the question of how outcomes will differ if everyone in the sample were given the treatment versus everyone being given the control. So as soon as you choose to run this section of the analysis, it's going to take you in between 5 to 10 minutes. And it can take you even longer if you have a bigger sample or if you have more covariates. In that case, you can increase the entries. As soon as you have the results from this side, this part of the R code, you're going to get a demo.ps file that you can explore in the case you're interested in. And then you can continue with the step number 2, which is getting the weights. In this case, we choose the weight from the stop method kas.max. We can explore that file in the case we want. And now we can follow with the step number 3. In the step number 3, what we are going to do is to merge the full sample and the respondents in order to compare them. Something that it's important for you to know is that the Twang package was designed to compare treatment and control group and assess the balance in between them. So in this case, it's important to know that for us, in our example, in this specific example, what we want to do is to compare the respondents and their associated weight for non-response to the full sample and assess the balance of them. So in this case, we need to trick the software to get that imbalance information. For that, we are going to create a new data set, including 2 new variables. And in the step number 3, we are going to merge the full sample and the respondents plus the weight estimated in the step number 1 of the propensity score. We click on run, and we're going to get this data set that is including 11,517 observations. Remember, originally our data set was only including 8,717 observations. And now we are having 2,800 more because we have the full sample and the respondents. So we click on run for the part, and now we are going to use this data set in step 4 to get the balance information needed. So we click, in this case, in run, and from the results obtained in this step, we are going to then create a table. So in step number 5, we click in run, and we are going to get this table that is showing to us the covariates and comparing the overall sample values and the weighted responders. Remember that the weighted responders are 2,800 participants plus their non-response weight. As we can see, the values are very close, and this can give us an indication that we can continue with the outcome analysis, including the ATE weights estimated in the step number 1. So now in step number 6, what we are going to do is just to save a data set that is only going to include the respondents portion of our sum. As you can see here, we are only including the respondents and the weights. Those weights are representing the non-response, or the non-respondents, sorry. Now, what we can do is just to save the data set for outcome analysis. First, I'm saving a data set that will include the respondents and non-respondents, just in case. And then I'm going to save a data set with the respondents and their weights. Now we can continue with the outcome analysis. In the outcome analysis, we are going to include the non-response weight as the sampling weight. For that, we need to treat the data set as a complex sample data set. If you close the software before, you should just install the package to read the data sets or import the data sets from SPSS. But if you didn't close the RStudio, you can just download the library and read the data set. So we have here the data set from the respondents and their Twang weights, or the ATE weights. In order to do the weighted analysis, we are going to install the package survey. And now we can continue with some descriptive statistics. For example, I include the logistic regressions weight and the ATE weights from Twang. Let's just begin with this. And we can see that mental, or mean on mental, is 48.48, and our standard error is 0.20. And if we see, for example, compared to the logistic regression weight, the results are Let me move this. Pretty similar. So let's go back in the beginning. I just want to go each step again. We can go from step 1, setting the directory, installing and downloading the package, reading the data set, exploring data in the case you want. Then we install the package Twang. In our first step, we estimate our ATE weights. In our step 2, we get the weights. In step 3, we create a new data set that includes the full sample and the respondents so we can get the balance information. Once we got the balance information, we create a table to observe the data or the balance results, and then we save a data set with the respondents and the non-response weight. We save those data, and then we continue with the outcome analysis. We download the package survey, and with that, we include some descriptive statistics. If you, for example, go back to your folder, give me a second, I'm going to share this view, this window with you. And here in our folder, unit non-response demo Twang, you're going to find the R code, the demo final, that is a data set that includes respondents and non-respondents and their weights, demo, which is our original data set, and ATEW, which only includes the respondents and the non-response weights associated to them. So this is all. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.